Okay, so here's a video to show you how to use the Live TV software. This is for your premium Live TV subscription, and of course we're going to be going through how to watch live TV channels, but there are other features that come with your premium Live TV subscription, such as on-demand movies as well as TV shows, so kind of like what you would get from a Netflix or a Hulu type service. And then there's a third feature that I'm going to go through with you that I don't even know how to describe it, so I'll just show it to you, but it's amazing. But let's start with the basics. Live TV. So here are some USA channel categories. We can go up and down. Let's just go to USA Entertainment, and it's just going to start playing straight away. As you can see, we have a preview window, and obviously there's sound, but I'm just going to keep it muted so it's not distracting. So as you can see, we have a preview window here. Nobody wants to watch TV in a tiny window, so you just click the channel again. It pops up full screen. Click the channel again, and it goes back to preview. You'll see that underneath, sorry about the back scratcher, it's the best pointer I have. Underneath the preview window, it shows you what's coming up next. So if I go down to a different channel, it's going to keep on this. It's going to keep on A&E, but if I go to another channel, now I'm seeing what's coming up on ABC. Now I'm going to see what's coming up on AMC. And I can just keep going down and go through. Now let's say I'm on AMC. Now this gives me the next few hours, but let's say I want to go even further than that. As you can see here, it's telling us click right to go to the TV guide, and then boom. It's showing me a ton of information about shows coming up all throughout the day. We have a little description down here, and if I go to the right, I can even go to Wednesday and see what's playing on Wednesday. I didn't click on Wednesday. So now I'm seeing what's coming up on Wednesday. Now I'm seeing what's coming up on Thursday. A lot of information, and obviously we get some information about every show. So it's nice to have. It has a real TV guide. This is something that was just not available at all using Live TV with Kodi. So this is a huge upgrade. So we can go to different categories. So if I want to go to USA Movies, here are our movie channels. It'll start, let's just, I don't know, go to HBO. And it's the same thing. You see the preview, pop it, click it to pop it full screen, click it again to go back to regular or to preview. And if I want to see more information about what's coming up later today or tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I've got all this. It's amazing. So let's go back, and then you kind of get the idea. You've got all these categories. You can go to sports, pop it full screen, pop it back to preview, and you know, it's a shame. The best way I can really record is with my iPhone sitting on a tripod. I wish you could see the quality for what it is, because it is a huge upgrade over what was available in Kodi. This software is able to do true 60 frames per second, which Kodi could only do 30 frames, and it makes a huge difference. So I think you kind of get the idea of how to use this. Pretty simple. Go to a channel, click on it. It'll play the channel. Click it again to pop it full screen. Simple. Go back, go to a different category, and then you're in a different category. So that's Live TV. Pretty simple. As you can see over here, we are in, obviously, the TV section. This is for Live TV. Next to it, we have Video Club. Video Club is amazing. If we just click right, what Video Club is on-demand movie content. So this is kind of like, you know, if you were using a Netflix or something like that. We have all of these categories. So if we just go to comic book movies, for example, these are all comic book movies. I'm sure. So let's just go to Wonder Woman, let's say. click on Wonder Woman, and in, this is, by the way, this demo, this system I'm using now, this is a Fire TV. If you ordered, so this is what you would expect from a Fire TV. On an NVIDIA Shield, you're just going to see much, much faster response. Everything's going to load faster. Yeah, it's just going to be faster. I might have forgotten a setting. No, I did not. Anyway, so we can just go to different movies, and they play very fast. If we just click on the Punisher, on a Fire TV, it should be about 10 seconds or less till the movie starts playing. On a Shield, it will be faster. So you have all these movies, they play fast. For example, I'm just going to fast forward, 20 minutes. And you can see the tracking is pretty darn good. And the quality, the reason why it's so, this feature, this Video Club feature is so good is because these movies are just basically guaranteed to play very, very fast. And they're all in fantastic quality. So we have all these categories. You can go through all these movies. I don't know how many movies they have. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of movies. So yeah, pretty simple. Here are your categories. Oh, this is an interesting section. Korean sub new releases. There won't be many movies in here, but when there is a movie that comes out and it's not yet officially released on Blu-ray, you'll find it early here. So this is, there'll usually only be between 1 and 5 movies in this section, but they'll be like pretty new movies. And then we have box sets here, which I love. So if you want to go and see the whole, Batman, Dark Knight catalog, whatever it is. So the last thing I want to show you in this section, it's a lot of box sets. Oh boy. Okay, and then there is actually some, for all you MMA fans, if you missed the most recent fights, you can go and you can catch up in this section, which is really nice. It's actually very useful also to click on the all section. And the reason why is you generally don't want to click on, categories are good. It narrows down what you're looking for. But if you do click on all, the nice thing is that all the movies and all, it's listed in the order in which they're added to the system. So not the chronological date in which the movie was released, but rather when the movie was added to the system. In other words, they're constantly adding new movies into the system. So these might not necessarily be new movies, but they will be new to your system. So you can see all these movies were added in the last week. These movies were added, in the last month, and as we go back. So I just like to click on all just to see what they've added this week, because they're always adding new stuff. Very useful. So that's the Video Club section. That's for movies. If we click once more to the right, now we're in TV series. So this is for just, TV shows. So if we go to, Blind Spot, for example, we'll click on the show. We have our seasons. Let's go to season 3. And then, wow, that's a lot of episodes. So you can just go through your episodes and pick the one you want. Click on it. And we're going to watch that episode now. And as you can see, play fast, great quality, very, very nice. Now for the last feature, and this is, again, this is this is a little hard to describe, but I'm going to do my best. So, for some categories, for example, the one I like to use the most is the UK movie section. A lot of my customers ignore the UK channels. You shouldn't, especially because of this category, UK movies. So just in general, it's not British movies. I mean, there's not a lot of movies coming out of Great Britain, to be honest with you. It's all, virtually everything you see is going to be, Hollywood. So their channels are really great for this. You have them in 3 different quality options available. So we can just go, cinema grades, Valkyrie's playing. Okay, we can click on that. So that's the same as what's available in everything else. But you're going to notice that on some channels, you will see that little, looks like a clock with an arrow going around it. So this is really interesting. What we can do is we can click, we can go to, and what they call it is catch up. So any channel you see with that little clock has this feature. What we can then do is click to the right, and we're going to see the same guide we saw before, but the channels that have catch up are different. Not only can we see what's playing in the future, we can actually play what has played in the past. So if I go, Risky Business apparently played earlier today. Now, here's the one thing you do have to do. You do have to do a click and hold, and you do have to change the media player. So this is an amazing feature. It's just a little bit annoying that you have to do this. You have to click on MPV. So let me just go through the process again. Click and hold, media player, MPV. That player will allow you to use the catch-up feature. So if I want to go back, Risky Business played a few hours ago. If I click on it, it's going to play it. So on any channel that has catch-up, let me just run it forwards 10 minutes. So any channel that has catch-up, we're able to actually go back into the past and watch whatever was playing. So this is going to be Risky Business. So again, any channel that we go to, we want to go to the Disney Channel, click here. We can even go back a day. Let's see what was playing on Monday. These are all things that were playing on Monday. We want to go to The Little Mermaid. We can watch The Little Mermaid. So the catch-up feature, again, I'll just run it forwards 10 minutes or so, just so we can see some mermaid action. I should edit that out. And you are able to go back in time. So unbelievably cool feature, just like anything that has played on these movie channels, and it's available on other channels too. Anywhere you see a channel, again, that has the clock on it, you can go back in time and play things that have been played on it in the past. It's an incredible feature. The only kind of downside is that you do have to ship. I do recommend to go back on a media player and go back. This is the default player, LJK. So I do recommend you go back to that when you're not using the catch-up, because the quality is better and it just works better. So if you're gonna, so anyway, the catch-up feature is really amazing. It's obviously not on every channel, but it's really useful for several of the UK channels. I know a lot of people ignore, some of the UK channels. Like, you might be thinking, well, I don't want to watch, UK sports, but they have a lot of American stuff too. So, I mean, just for example, I don't know, main event. Let's see what's in there. Let's see what happened in the past. So you see, we got some WWE stuff. If we go back to Monday, you know. There was something I was just watching earlier. Was it? Maybe it was in here. Yeah. So like, I love boxing. If you go to Box Nation, you can see all old fights and stuff. It's great. Just anything that's happened in the past, as long as you've got that little catch-up symbol, you can watch things that have happened in the past. It's pretty cool. There was something I was watching earlier. I'm sorry I'm getting stuck on this. Oh, and even like things like ESPN. You can watch stuff that's, you want to catch up on the Home Run Derby. And I forgot to change the player, so that actually won't work. Again, if you're using the catch-up, we need to change the player. And now this will work. And then when you're done using catch-up, just go back and change the player. So it's a little annoying that you have to do that, but just to have this functionality to go back in time is really cool. All right, this is definitely longer than I wanted it to be, but definitely gives you the basics as well as some advanced features of how to use your system. Just very, very cool. Yeah, let's just, I'm going to stop clicking around for now. If you have any questions, just send me an email, let me know. But that is how to use the features that are available to you on your live TV software. Thanks so much.